Hey, this is Spencer with Omnibuild, and we're here in beautiful Las Vegas for the 2025 International Builder Show, where we get to join over 70,000 other contractors, builders, and remodelers, as well as over 2,000 exhibitors showing off all sorts of new and innovative products, as well as going to take a bunch of classes from some world-renowned builders and contractors to help us help you in all of your building and project needs. So why don't you guys come along with us, and we're going to show you a couple of the products and the new things that we find really interesting and that we think are going to be really helpful with us to be able to help give you the best product possible. We're over here at the Huber Engineered Woods booth, taking a look at some of the products that we have known and loved for years that help us to build a better house, a more efficient house, and ultimately a more comfortable house. Here we have the zip system sheathing for your walls and also for your roof. These act as both a sheathing and a weather barrier and an air barrier all in one, instead of having the white Tyvek that we've all seen it crumbling apart after being outside for a little while. These hold up a whole lot better and end up providing us with a much better air sealed and water sealed house. So one of the features that we love about the zip system sheathing is that it is all one big integrated system, in that everything likes to play well together. They have their tape that seals to the actual sheathing itself to help waterproof everything, and then we can easily flash it to make sure we're not having any roof leaks in the future. And this acrylic based tape is rated for years and years. There's even cases where they've last exposed in the weather for a dozen years already. So here we have the Advantex subfloor that we've been using for years, a very water resistant subfloor that doesn't swell. It doesn't lead to issues with your beautiful hardwood floor having humps in it. And even when we use the glue that the manufacturer sends with them, we end up getting a squeak-free guarantee. So we can guarantee that your floor is never gonna be squeaky. You don't have to hear your kids running around upstairs as you're trying to enjoy a movie downstairs. One of the new things that Zip System came out with not too long ago has been their Zip R system, which has the exterior insulation integrated with their sheathing, which allows us to get a continuous insulation layer around the house, which helps eliminate a lot of cold spots that you tend to have on a lot of houses when you have your big stud packs for structural support. And they even have varying thicknesses that then let us hit different price points and be able to find that sweet spot between comfort and efficiency without having to break the bank. Well, it's been great getting a look at this Huber Engineered Woods booth. It's incredible to get to see all the different products that they have all on display in one place. Incredible systems we use that really help to increase the longevity of your house, because it is a large investment. We understand that. And we want to make sure that that house is going to be solid and good to pass down to your kids, your grandkids, maybe even your great-grandkids one day. Here we are at the Sierra Pacific Window and Door booth, an incredible American owned and operated company that is actually one of the largest landowners in the US, where they get to harvest their own trees to incorporate into all of their products. We're gonna go take a look and see what sets them apart from some of those lower quality big box store windows and doors. Here's some of the features about those windows that we love so much, is that we've got a beautiful aluminum frame that comes in all sorts of different colors, so you can make it match or stand out from whatever you want within your house. Some very nice wood interiors that come in 6 different species that we can stain up or paint to match whatever look that you're going for within your house, as well as some nice, very thermally efficient glass, so that way you're not having the cold spots whenever you're standing next to these beautiful windows overlooking whatever amazing views that you happen to have on your property. So I want to show you a little bit more of the cross-section view of these windows, tell you kind of what sets them apart from some of the windows that we've seen before in the past. And part of that is the really nice aluminum exterior, which is going to hold up incredibly well throughout the years. But then we're also given this thermal break here, so that way wood doesn't conduct heat nearly as much as what metal is going to. And so that helps us eliminate some of that bridging coming through into your house, giving you all these cold spots in the middle of winter and causing potential condensation issues on the inside of your house. And a lot of people are often surprised at how much actually goes into a window. A lot of people think it's just 4 boards and a pane of glass or 2, but these are actually very complex windows that really help give us, once installed, a really nice product that's going to last for years to come. So this is what some of those finished products look like with these window installs to really accentuate whatever incredible views you happen to have. And like I mentioned before, they're American owned and operated and are one of the largest landowners in America, where they have sustainable forestry practices where they're able to harvest all of their own woods. They're not as dependent upon global markets and all the chaos going on, which really gives us a lot of confidence in their finished product that we're not gonna have issues and we're not gonna have delays on your project just because we can't get a hold of some windows. Here we have some of the Sierra Pacific sliding glass doors that we love to get to use in our projects. Again, to really highlight some natural beauty around, to make it feel like your house isn't so closed off from nature, but to get to really experience it without having to have all the weather, all the bugs, all the birds coming into your house, and get to really enjoy those views, maybe even sitting by a fire looking out over a beautiful snowy landscape with some hot cocoa. We really love getting to look at this booth and really see what they got to showcase and highlight in terms of their craftsmanship and their commitment to quality, professionalism, perfection within their products, then also their sustainability practices, which really allows us to enjoy getting to use these windows. Even when we're getting to use all sorts of other manufacturers, these guys really seem to stand out a lot to us. So we wanted to touch on some of these new products that are coming out. These ones here are from Panasonic. We've actually used quite a few different other brands of ERVs, or energy recovery ventilators. With the way that we're building houses now, where we're getting them a lot more airtight, really helping to control what air we're actually bringing in, these units enable us to really get a lot more efficient with the airflow that we're bringing in, to where in the middle of winter, instead of pulling in 15, 20 degree cold air into your house, these are actually using a heat exchanger inside. So as they're sending exhaust air out, they're letting it cross over to preheat and precondition airflow. So that way you're not having to spend as much money on your power bill to either heat up, or even in the summer, have to cool down and condition all of your air coming in. And these can be tied in together in conjunction with a filter, even up to a HEPA filter. So that way, if you have asthma or really bad allergies, or your kids do, these can really be a great solution to knock down on that pollen in the springtime, knock down on those allergens, so that way the air that you're breathing is as fresh as it possibly can be. So these are great to incorporate within your house. And again, Panasonic's just one of the many brands that we can use for that purpose. So it's really cool to see that so many different brands are really jumping on board, helping to get a more efficient house as our codes get more and more stringent. We're being required to, but we also want to build healthier houses, more efficient houses, and ultimately more sustainable houses that are gonna last a lot longer, provide a much more comfortable living experience in the long term for you and your family. And Panasonic has done a great job with that, but so have all these other brands. And that's part of why we're here, to be able to see all these new trends, all these new products that are gonna help us to be able to deliver you a much better finished product when we get a house built for you. One of the things that I'm really excited about is a lot of the new electrical products coming out from all sorts of different brands, from Siemens, Leviton, Eaton, and a couple others, that they're really starting to push the envelope into all these different smart features. I'm especially intrigued in what Leviton's got with their new panels that completely change the look of the panel, but even more importantly, have a lot of different flexibility in how you can approach a smart home, whether you're just looking to track how much you're using to try to help reduce the energy usage that you're putting out for each individual appliance or receptacle. But then they also have a lot of other features where you can automatically have some things change. There's even some systems that allow you to have your car only charge when you're not pulling a ton of electricity, when you're cooking dinner and you've got the oven and the range hood on. So I'm really excited to see what else these guys are going to be able to come out with that are really going to help lower how much we're having to use in terms of electricity, but then also making a lot of these smart homes a lot more user friendly. But even with Leviton, we can set it up with just a little bit, and as you get your feet wet into the smart home features, you can then easily increase and add more features to that as you decide what you want, what you don't like, and be able to really customize those systems for you and for your house. One of the things that we love at Omnibuild is all the new softwares and technologies that are really going to help assist us in providing a better build experience. As some of our custom homes some of them are short, but some of them can take up to a couple of years. And so having that process, having that communication be as clean, efficient, and streamlined as possible, where everybody can be on the same page, is so crucial to us. We're here at the Builder Trend booth, who recently bought out the company that we are currently using for our software, which is Co-Construct. And we're excited to see what new features that Builder Trend is going to be able to do to better help us support and make the experience better for our customers in terms of all of the communication, of the budget monitoring, of making sure that everybody gets to be on the same page. We're no longer just writing down a bunch of things or working just out of Excel and holding on to thousands of paper receipts. We're going to need to streamline that process. And we're really intrigued in the potential of what AI could potentially be doing to help us be able to streamline that process to make that experience as incredible as possible. And while we're not currently using Builder Trend, we're excited to see when they roll out a couple of features that are going to be crucial to us, to see what new opportunities that might potentially open up for us to be able to better support our customers and to be able to better support our team, and especially our guys in the field that are the ones who are actually hands-on building our projects, making sure that everything is perfect and exactly what our clients have specified is what they want and where. Some of the things that we're really excited about with Builder Trend is the ability to really get detailed estimates, to continually update the budget, to be able to continually keep everybody on the same page with the specs and selections. And while we're not currently using Builder Trend, just due to a couple of minor things that they haven't implemented just yet, we are excited to see what they can offer with hundreds of customer support people, and they're quickly becoming the industry standard with over 30,000 different contractors and builders currently using it already. And the integration software that they're able to help us use to keep everyone on the same page, from our company owner to all of our project managers and office staff to our foremen and our lead guys, all the way to all of our crew members, but then also for our clients and our subcontractors, to make sure everybody gets to be on the same page so that we are avoiding as much of the headaches and the chaos that so many people fear and we hate having to deal with on all of these construction projects. And this is not just some small startup. This is actually an industry leader who's been helping and supporting this industry for years and years. And I'm excited to see the way that they're growing, the way that they're going to be able to continue to grow and to better support more contractors like ourselves, and especially just for our own personal uses. We think it's going to be a great opportunity for everybody involved in your project. Thank you guys so much for coming on this adventure with me as we got to explore what IBS actually had to offer. We as a team found it very useful, both from getting to find some new products to in the classes, getting to learn some new processes, both for how to be better builders, how to better serve our clients, but also just have a better team in general, to have a more cohesive unit. So I would highly encourage you, other contractors, if you get the chance. It was an incredible experience. All the other builders and contractors we talked to all had similar feedback. So I hope you guys found this video useful. I hope you found it entertaining, and catch us on the next one.